So this is Alteryx day 33, and we are going to look into the topic building the analytic app. So let's see, in the last session, we have seen like what is analytic app, and we have also created one app as well. So basically, analytic apps help us to like in Alteryx in terms of like creating something which can be dynamic, like taking the output from a different system or like saving those results into into different uh, tools. It can be SQL Server, it can be Excel, it can be database, it can be data warehouse, or anything, right? Or if you want to generate some of the like reports as well. So if we have to create a analytic app, like this is kind of also we can say like macro, and here we need like lot of inputs, like dynamic inputs and these tools. So for example, I'm showing you one example which is very simple to swap the values, right? And if you see here, I am using like this tool is nothing, but you can see these are like you can find this tool in interface as well, and input output as well. This is a simple input where I am taking the input number 1, 3, and 5. And then again, I am using the filter where I am just giving if the number 1 is greater than number 2. And here I am adding some of the formulas like adding the number 1 plus number 2. Then number 2 is number 1 minus number 2. And then number 1 minus number 2. Right? So just swapping the values, like if it is greater than number 1 is greater than number 2, then it should add, or else number 2 should subtract, or else number 1 should subtract. So that is what I am doing. And then here I am just union, I am using the union tool, so which is just connecting the filter and the formula, taking the false results of the union and true results from the formula, and then producing the final output. Now, what is these tools? So from where we are getting this one container. So container you can search here. So like containers, you can find it under this. Let me show you in interface, in documentation as well. And under the documentation, this is a comment. This is a toolbox. So tool container. Okay. So when we are working in a project, like our job is to also make sure like uh, the the workflow which we are creating, that should look really neat and clean. It should not look like something which is not nobody is able to understand, like how it can be complex, but if you see, this looks like really neat and clean app. And before creating any app, we have to make sure like our workflow is selected as a analytic app instead of standard workflow. Because if you open a new dialog box here, so here you can see currently it is showing a standard workflow and there is only the run option. But here you can see apart from run, we have also one more icon in the canvas, run as an analytic app. So we have to make sure that that is selected. Now, what is these tools and from where it is coming? So interface tools, these tools help us to, in terms of if I want to produce something dynamically instead of static. So I can use these tools. So for example, here I am using just the input tool. It is first minimum is 0, maximum is 100. Then I am incrementing by 1 and by default it is 50. Then 2, I am here selecting the second number for this. This is the first input. If you see here, I have selected the first column, and here if you see, I have selected the second column. So this, you can update the cell, you can update the value. If you want, if you have a formula, you can update with the formula as well, like if you want to update this particular value. So you have to select it, but I'm using the default options only because I'm just trying to swap the numbers of first and second. And these two, these are these tools which I'm getting it from the interface tool, numeric up and down. So just to make sure like the numbers are selected and updated. Another thing what I'm doing in the interface designer, I will show you here. So here I have selected the numeric 150 numeric maximum number. I'm just adding a label For adding a label, you can click here and add label, right? And under the properties here on success, I am showing like it should browse the result. So it should populate the output, right? So this is what we are doing here in this workflow, in this app. Now, if we click and run this, now for example, let's say this is 60, maximum number is 100. It will not go beyond 110. And second is 70. So if we click finish, so it will show you the first number is 5 and 70. 1 second. Should show us 70. So let's see 5 and 80. The first number is 5 and the second number is 80. So this is how like the input, this is the first column and this is the second column. So that was the first column was not changing. Let me execute it again. So now if you see 50 and 60, number 2, it changed. Now if I change it 60 and then make it 70, the numbers are, it will compare the logics, like which is greater. This all logics, this formula. First, 60 is greater than 70, no. So this will not work here, right? Now if I am giving some other results, so let's make it 70 and let's make it 60. So see what is going to happen. So 60 and 70, right? So the number got changed because I'm giving the first number 70, 60. So what it is doing? So in the filter option, first 70 is greater than 60. That is correct. So if it is true, then 70 plus 60, or else 70 minus 60, or else 70 minus 60. So these options, and then it will union all the results of this one and this one, and then it will produce the final output here. So when we are, this is just a tool. So it will help us to just understand like what is the output in the screen. So this is the use case of like Analytic App, how we can use it and what we, this is just a very simple example I am giving here. There are a lot of Analytic App, like what is the use, where we can create these apps. So for example, let's say when you are working with the large data sets or 100 files, so instead of using the browse, you need something, a drop down which can help you. So in those cases, we need a folder browse or file browse. If we are browsing from the folder or from the, if we are taking some connection, we need to bring this one. Okay, we'll be looking some complex projects as well in Alteryx, like how to connect with like a lot of files. And but this is just a basic idea. Like if you are watching the video, I would suggest you to practice this, and you can watch this like what are the components we are using, and what is the sample input. This is the filter, and this is a formula, and this is union, and then output. And these containers you can find under the documentation. So under the documentation, you can find the comment as well, explorer box and the container box. So where you can, here I am trying to just bring input container. But if there is a list, like for example, if there is a drop down, right? So I can bring here drop down, and then I need to ideally, if you have to select it, so either you select it from the tool, or like you should just manually enter the uh, here, manually set the values, right? So either you manually set, instead of these two, we can simply use drop down as well. So where we can give all this and just configure the input with this one. So I'm just giving an idea, like here only you can give the first two, three, but here we are comparing. So it depends on use case to use case, like where you can use it. So we cannot use numeric values in everywhere, like numeric up and down. So we cannot use in every project, but mostly control parameter, I can say condition and drop down folder. So these are mostly used interface tools in the complex project in Alteryx. So thank you very much for watching this, and stay tuned, like, subscribe, and comment, and share your feedback. Let me know if there is any specific topic you were looking and you wanted to understand and learn about that Alteryx. Thank you.